Putin's recent statements and the last couple weeks bear an unsettling resemblance of the buildup towards the last time the US entered a world war. Of course, what I'm referring to is the attack on Pearl Harbor. It didn't come out of nowhere. In response to Japan's imperial conquest, the US began passing economic sanctions. We were also providing economic support to the Chinese resistance. Needless to say, this didn't work. Japan basically viewed it as Western interference in Asian affairs. And the rest is history. Now, this is of course not a defense of Imperial Japan, rather an attempt to understand what were some of the factors that led to the belligerent attack on Pearl Harbor. Now, Putin recently said these sanctions that are being imposed are akin to a declaration of war, but thank God it has not come to that. This feels to me like him saying, I'm being provoked, but I'm holding back. Ridiculous, I know. They literally launched an offensive invasion. So did Japan. They launched many in the build-up to World War II. Yet they still felt like they were being provoked. Western nations have been providing military support to Ukraine and have imposed some pretty intense economic sanctions. Sound familiar? Now, there are of course many differences in my comparison. Russia is not Imperial Japan. For the most part, the whole world is pretty united against Russia on this. There isn't really an Axis alliance. I know people are going to try and say China, but it's really not the same. With what we know now, I would be really surprised if Russia launched some sort of attack on a NATO country similar to Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor. But what I am saying is we should be careful. We should be pushing towards a resolution of this conflict as quick as possible, because any talk of World War III is too much talk of World War III.